Okay. Test. We should be live. This should be the last time we have to use this thing, chat. Okay. Looks like we are live. I'll go ahead and grab the link. Live. Throw it in the Discord. We know the drill. We know the drill, chat. Okay. At stream announcements. So I bought some stuff on eBay, including this. This is actually not plugged in right now. You can probably see that there's nothing coming out of there. So we're going to set this all up today. I also got a Go XLR interface. This I'm actually very excited about. This is pretty huge. I keep hitting the mic. We're gonna be done with this. It's got sliders and dial and buttons. Where are the buttons at here? So we got to set it up today. And then I actually have multiple mics to pick between. So we have and we're going to try them both today. But we can choose between either the Rode Pod mic or the Audio Technica AT2020. And you may notice I have two of these. So we'll figure all this out today. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing. We're gonna set up my audio. So I think first is to get this plugged in. I've been trying to figure out where I want to put this physically on my desk, and I think having it to the right of my mouse pad is gonna work best because this thing is like really big. But I do need to put it somewhere. And then we'll have to route cables. We'll do cable management later. For today, I'm mainly worried about just getting it all set up. I feel like doing actual cable management and like making it look good, that's something for later. Today, though, man, there's still not even enough room right here, if I'm being honest. I know you guys can't see it, but for now, we'll just go ahead and do that. I'm going to throw this behind the desk. This is our little power adapter. Always good to have one of those. And so I'll have to crawl under the desk to make sure that's plugged in correctly. But, hey, it's a normal stream activity for me to end up under the desk. Gosh, I got all sorts of cables that I gotta... Dude, I don't know if you guys saw on the room tour, like, dog, this thing is not great. But yeah, so also now, I can actually do my setup tour now that I have this. I was kind of waiting on upgrading the audio before we did the tour, if you will. Okay, so that's plugged in there. I'm gonna crawl under the desk and get this plugged in, and then from there, also while I'm down there, I'm gonna plug in the USB. Since I'm already gonna be below the scenes, that'd probably be smart. And then I'm gonna need some actual wired headphones for the setup process, I think. So we'll work on that. Okay, there's a USB. Make sure that gets thrown behind the scenes. And I'll be back in a moment. I mean, I still have my headset on. You know, I can still talk. But you just can no longer see me. So we'll plug this in here. Let me find that USB. There it is. I'll just plug this in right here for now. I'm actually probably going to swap its USB port later. But for now, that feels solid enough. Okay. And then it is lighting up. So we did something right. Let me get some headphones and let me actually plug in the pod mic, and I think we'll be good to go. I am gonna wear these still for the microphone purposes, but I'll be able to monitor through some earbuds I got. I say I got like I just purchased them. I've had these for years. Um, Shout out Apple included wired earphones, you know? Okay. And then we'll have the XLR cable over there. All right. Go ahead and get this plugged in to phones. And then, man, now I can't go far because I'm wired in. This is why I love wireless headset. We're gonna keep the wireless headset, but it's just not recommended that you do. So this plugs into the mic, this end like so, and then it's just gonna be draped over me for today. Eventually, I'll wire this behind the scenes, but then this will go in here. Okay. And now we can get started with the setup. So move this over, close this. Okay. We'll go ahead and move over here. We'll just be on main display, and yeah, we can keep camera on the right. Okay, go XLR app. Oh, I hear myself. I don't know if that's coming through my headset or the earbuds, but yeah, I would like to update the app. Yes, you can make changes. I just installed this app directly from the website. I'm surprised there's even an update out. Um, oh yeah, and get the Stream Deck plugin going. Okay. Allow access, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I hear some static. Test. Um, what am I wanting to do? Rode Pod mic. Is this a condenser or it is a dynamic? So we can close that for now. In here, so I have control over my stuff. But we need to actually set up everything. So how does one do that? Mic setup. Oh gosh, I can hear it now. This is a dynamic mic. Okay, so it's wanting me to talk into the mic to ensure proper level. I'm going to turn my monitor down, and then I'm actually not seeing anything, so we're going to turn it up a little bit. Oh, there we go. What does 53 dB of gain look like? So my loudest is actually getting into the okay, we're going to turn it down to 50. Okay, so it says that it's good. This is my normal talking. Are you a Jake Pauler? I'm not a Jake Pauler. And this is a test of me getting kind of louder, and it's still okay. That's actually pretty good. So we'll keep this here, and we'll go okay. Oh, now okay. So this is really loud. So I want to turn it down to like here. Um, I don't know anything about anything. So I know the compressor, I want 4:1, probably. So we'll keep that at 5. Uh, what is this buzzing I keep hearing? There's some buzz that I'm hearing. Okay. Mixer. Um, I don't even know what to look at here. At the very least, can I bring this into OBS yet? Let's see. We go into settings. Okay, so right now you can't hear me, but if I turn my mic up, you can hear me. Okay, this is really loud in the phones, but for you guys, you should be hearing me at a normal talking level, right? Okay. Is this, let me turn this off. And in fact, let me take out these headphones. I want to go filters, or I just want to, okay. If I can just get this off. Okay, what about now? Still can't hear it, huh? But you guys can hear me, right, chap? Hmm. Yeah, that's that. Oh, can I hear myself? Okay. You guys can hear that buzz, though, right? Okay, this is real. I have a mic. Okay. So, for now, we'll do mic, equalizer. I don't know how to EQ, if I'm being honest. Compressor, I don't know how to compress, honestly. We could look up some guides. Um, and then I have all this. Okay, so we did our mic setup. I don't know anything else about this. And then my profile, can we just do default red? Oh, let's go. I love red. Um, Gosh, you got a lot of mixing things here. Okay. Oh, and there's a headphone thing here. Okay, so I can put the headphones back in and just turn them down. I'm actually so down to do that. Can I just turn the headphones down to... Okay. If I barely turn it down, I can barely start to hear myself. But we'll just leave it at that for now. Um, we're going to have to do something about that. I'm going to put these on top. And we'll turn off the monitor. I'm wondering what's causing that buzz. You know? I can still hear... Mute the mic. We do this. We turn console all the way down. We'll maybe turn that down a little bit as well. I'm going to turn myself down the headphones to like 64%. And then from there, I guess we have to set things up, huh? So desktop audio needs to be... Really what this needs to be... Are there all the devices now? So we set that to system. Sound mixer options. Input is going to be, from now, I guess the broadcast stream mix? Is there a way to get just the GoXLR mic input, you know? Shoot, we'll do stream mix. And then, so the only differences are... So on Discord, we want the output to be chat. Actually, I can change that physically within Discord, I believe. Input is going to be... Oh, chat mic. There's a chat mic option. That'd probably be better. Output will be chat. So in this, we'll just leave it at default. Chrome, I'm going to have output to music. Because I don't use music, actually. But I feel like having, like, Chrome on its own thing would be super useful, you know? We just need to watch a setup video, honestly. Oh, and I can change what these are. That's super useful. Let's pull up a GoXLR setup video. Test. Let's leave that there for now. GoXLR setup. It's a 35-minute video. You guys can hear the buzz now, can't you? What is this buzz? Does it have to do with this cable? I'm going to figure this one out. You see how it like fades in and out almost? Let me just unplug this, see what it does. You're probably not just supposed to unplug mics unprompted. We're gonna mute the mic. How's that? Can we mute the mic? Okay. I still hear the buzzing, so it's not the mic, which is good. Okay. Okay. I still hear the buzzing and everything is down. So let's look at Go XLR making buzzing noise. What on earth? Okay, let's watch this. I cannot hear him. Oh.
I had to make this video about my Go XLR and some buzzing I was having in my headphones. It's a weird problem. A lot of people solve it with what they call a ground loop noise isolator. That didn't fix my problem, and all the Googling in the world, I couldn't figure it out. I happened to fix it by chance, so let me explain.
Wow, awesome intro, man. Love it.
First of all, I think it's important that you know how I set up my Go XLR. This problem with the buzzing in my headphones came from an external device being plugged in through the line in port of the Go XLR. In my case, this is a second PC that I use for...
Okay, well, I don't have anything extra plugged in. Okay. So I just unplugged my headphones, and I still see it happening there. So it's not the headphones. Let's see here. Test. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Like,
for streaming. To start things off, let's look at how I set up my Go.
I still can barely hear it. What is going on? Okay, we'll just set up the whole thing. Okay. Let me first of all, the mic is probably going to be a little bit away from my face. Let's go ahead and redo the mic setup. Um, so we're gonna put my phones are there. Okay, so just to make sure we're on the mic setup. Right now we're on the low end a little bit, and if I get kind of loud, I'm only on the good end. So we'll actually probably crank this up to like 60-ish. Okay, we'll get rid of this with the noise gate or something. So right now when I'm talking, I'm in the good. We actually probably crank this down to like 56 instead. And so then when I get kind of louder, we're in the loud zone. We may go with the 57, 58, but say okay. And then on the gate, we want to. Right now it's at 50. We can figure that one out later. Gosh, that buzzing is gonna like just ruin this for me. I'm also gonna take this out, and we're just gonna monitor on this since I'm able to do that. We'll just do monitor off. Let me switch to having this as my headset, and then we'll put it on monitor. Okay. So, what's going on, A Blue Flamingo 8? How are you? We're currently setting up my new mic, so I'm getting this weird buzz thing. I don't know why it's there. Oh, also, I could probably turn off that mic. Okay, so let's just watch a setup video, and it might help us. You see, I've already looked at some setup videos before, but
Now system, watch this when I adjust the system. You can see these are motorized. That's awesome.
that's crazy, man.
You bought Go XLR, but you have no idea how to set it up.
That's
or
exactly
you're having
right.
issues with it. I'm
Yes.
going to show you how to solve those issues. Literally, this video is going to be step by step to show you how to tune your
Okay.
microphone, fixing your audio issues, make sure you're routing the audio to the correct channels. So making sure that your team chat, like on Discord, are not hearing either your gameplay or your music, or maybe even just your sound effects.
That's it. That's what I wanted. Murray has got.
We'll have to
what
do
I
some sound effects.
want.
Do I have any sound effects built in? Where's that at? Mixer, sample. No, okay, they were blank. What about? No, there's not any samples in there. That's okay. What is the cough effect? Cough button? Oh, is that this swear button or whatever? Let me turn it up because I have it off. The bleep on the cough button is that. Oh, so okay, it's different. So the cough button is this actual mute button down here. I don't know if you guys can see this well. Um, Then you have the bleep. Okay, interesting. Lighting. So on the buttons, the cough slash the bleep. Let's actually. What is default vaporwave? Ooh, that looks pretty neat. I like that. Oh, so your defaults hold your settings? Is that right? What is... Okay. We'll just go with default vaporwave for now, and we'll kind of edit as we go. What is teal blue? Is that just the... Yeah, that's just the teal. What is default? Okay, that's also just the teal, but like slightly with a quieter mic. I like vaporwave. We'll go with that for now. Okay. So, back to the video.
So a bunch of things like that. Also, I'm going to show you how to make sure that your stream isn't hearing strange noises with your microphone or anything like that. We're going to tune it and make it sound pretty. I'm also going to show you how to customize the channels here so that you can choose to have your Discord or team chat on this channel. You can choose to have your music on this one, your microphone on this one, and your main systems such as your game, YouTube, videos, anything on this channel. That way you can customize which audio you're hearing, and you can increase or decrease. So let's say your team is too loud at one point, you can quickly just bring them down. Or let's say you want to quickly talk to chat without any distractions, mute your channel or mute your team. That way they're not interrupting you, and you can finish your conversation with chat, and then you can unmute them again. Also, we've got this pretty cool soundboard, and I use this a lot on Twitch on the stream. By the way,
Follow me on Twitch, otherwise bad things happen.
so really cool sound effects, so you can customize them all if you want to. There's a bunch of different options. I don't even talk options here. Change the pitch, reverb, echo, gender, all that kind of stuff. There's so much with this board. I'm going to show you how to use this whole thing, set your whole audio and software and your hardware up as well. So let's check that out. But first, intro.
Wow. Very happy for the intro. Good job, Murray.
The Go XLR is very powerful. By the way, Helicon is not sponsoring this video. I genuinely do love this product. And if you feel like you want to get one and you don't have one yet,
I'm just
feel
trying
free
to set
use
it
the
up, man.
It's affiliated. It helps give me a little bit of a kickback at no cost to you. I would sincerely appreciate that since this video has taken quite a lot of work. So the way you route this is actually very simple. You've got a power supply in the back of the Go XLR, which you simply plug into a wall. And you've also got a USB, which you connect to the PC. You plug your headphones in through the headphone jack, and you plug your microphone, assuming you have a headphone microphone or one that plugs in through a 3.5mm jack, plug that into the microphone input. If you have a dual PC stream setup, make sure that you have the line out on the Go XLR.
I don't have a dual PC. So this is currently what I have. What on earth is this static? I know it's not coming from the mic. Let's just keep going.
3.5mm jack to the in port or the line in on your stream PC.
Okay.
Make sure you have the line out from the stream PC, go to the line in on the Go XLR. And of course, if you have an XLR microphone, make sure you connect the XLR cable into the back of the Go XLR.
Yep.
Welcome guys, welcome to the video. My name is Murray, in case you haven't figured that out already. Let's get started. So let's
I
start
did
with
figure that out,
routing
Murray.
the correct audio channels to where they should be going. That way you can actually hear the audio and your microphone is actually going to Discord or any other team chat that you use. So on my screen here, you can see the software is open, and I already have my profiles over here. Before you do anything, make sure you create the profile that you want to use. I just call it default. That's where I'm going to make all my changes, and that's the one I'm probably going to use 99% of the time. There are other presets there as well, so you can choose which ones you can start out with, and they've got some color-coded stuff. There's a lot of cool tricks and tips over there as well. There's a lot of other cool profiles there as well. You don't have to start from scratch if you don't want to. I'm going to start from scratch because I'm going to show you guys how to start this thing from the beginning. All right, your first tab is here, which is your microphone.
Well, let's just start with default then. So in default, we'll turn the mic up, and then we'll go ahead and edit that. Yeah, you weren't helpful. Sorry.
For that, you have to go into the settings in your audio hardware here. Right click on this, open sound settings. First thing you're going to do, sound control panel. Right, you can see here, I drag this over. There's already a few.
Okay, we'll go to sound control panel. Sound settings, sound control panel. Why is my scrolling like so slow on this? That is so weird. Okay, so we have chat, game, music, sample, system, yada yada yada.
Two different, there's like 5 or 6 of these, and you're trying to guess which one do I choose. Well, you see system, sample, music, game, and chat. This board is so powerful and so smart that you can choose where to send all of these samples to, or sounds to. So for example, system, this is where you're going to hear everything. Make sure you set it as default right over here. I've already done it.
Okay, I think I already have that set as default, but we'll set that.
It's got a check mark. Now, with chat, you want to make sure you set this as default communications device. So if I go down
Okay, chat, default communication device.
here, default communications device. Your Discord or chat will hear this microphone on this board. It won't pick up any other microphone that you might have connected to the computer. Okay, once that's done, make sure that when you go into the audio app volume device preferences here, you're going to have all these open here. Let's customize Spotify or whatever.
What? Where did you go? App volume. Where on earth? Okay, we just gotta step back.
music app, make sure that when you go into the audio
Oh, okay. Here we go.
app volume device preferences here, you're gonna have all these open here. It's customize Spotify or whatever music app you use. You could use Apple Music,
Well, I use Chrome, so
Pandora, whatever it is. You want to customize your music to be on, let's say, this channel right over here, so that if I mute it, it mutes my music. I won't have to hear it, and I can unmute it, adjust the volume of the music as well. You can see
yeah, I
on the
just
screen
have
here
that,
in my
but
case,
for Chrome.
Spotify is not showing up here. The reason being is because I have to actually play. Once I click play, then Spotify is going to show up. Make sure you have that set to music to TC Helicon Go XLR. Now you currently can't hear the music because I've got it muted. If I unmute it,
Everything else he
you'll hear the
has
music.
set
So
as
you've got that all set up.
default.
There's some other things you can do here if you want to, but you don't have to do that. So I'm going to exit out of that, and we're going to set up Discord. So if I go to Discord here, if I just drag it over. By the way, you should join the Discord server. A lot of great stuff in here. Great community. A lot of fun. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your settings and user settings over here. Go to video and audio. Make sure that your input device is set to chat
Okay, video, voice and video.
mic. Okay. Make sure
Okay,
your output
chat.
device is set to chat. All the sounds from your
Chat mic is input, chat is output. That's
Discord are
correct.
going to go to chat, which is my chat channel on the Go XLR. All right, now that you've set up Discord, what you're going to do in the Go XLR app is set up your microphone. So mic setup, click on that. I can already hear my microphone in my ears much more prominent than before. It increases that so that you can hear what it sounds like. You
Okay.
can see the audio meter here, and this is important. The other important part of this is you need to be able to see what microphone type you have. I have a Shure SM7B.
This is a dynamic, right? Did we look up that? I think I have it set up right. Rode Pod mic. It is dynamic. Okay.
It's a dynamic microphone. It doesn't need phantom power. However, if I choose condenser, 48 volts, which supplies power to the microphone, it's not going to make a difference in my case because it's a dynamic microphone. Make sure you know what microphone you have. If you have a condenser microphone that requires phantom power, which is 48 volts, click on that. If you have a microphone from your headphones, which is 3.5mm adapter into the Go XLR, click that. Now, do not use an XLR cable to a 3.5mm headphone jack into the back of your XLR. I don't care if that's the cable you have. I don't care if that's what came with the microphone. Get an XLR. If it connects to an XLR, connect into the back of the Go XLR. You need that preamp. There's no excuses for that. All right, what you're going to do when you set this up, I've got dynamic microphone selected, and I've increased the gain to where I'm talking relatively loudly, the loudest I get on stream. Not the loudest sound you can make, but the loudest sound that you make on screen. Make sure it's between this good barrier over here. Don't let it peak to this loud, okay? So adjust that accordingly. Once you set that up,
Okay. So he was saying just basically let it get into the middle of the thing. So right now when I talk, I'm actually on the higher end of good. So we're going to turn it back down to maybe 54. This is keep me in low. We'll do 50. We'll do 56. So when I talk, I'm about right at the good 55. Okay. That's good.
you're going to set up your gate. When I close that tab, actually, I don't have to hear my voice in my headphones anymore. By the way, if that bothers you, go to mixer, scroll all the way down here, headphone here. You can adjust how much of your microphone you hear in your headset. I'm going to take it back down to there. I don't need it so high. In addition, you can adjust how much gain you have for your whole system through the Go XLR into your headset. You can do that. The reason why I do that is because a lot of the game sounds were really loud in my headset, but they weren't very loud on stream. So I took that down and that affects my headset so that the audio is too loud for me, but it's still good enough for the stream because it's a little higher than usual. Now I have my system sound all the way up to 100% down on the bottom here because I can control it right from my PC here, or right from my Go XLR, not my PC. Now keep in mind that anything you hear through the Go XLR in your headset is going to go to stream. In addition, if you increase or decrease the audio on your system here, which goes to your headphones, it'll do the same thing for your stream. So let's say there's an incredibly loud noise and you quickly mute it, your whole system, you won't hear it and your stream won't hear it. Keep that in mind. Same thing with your microphone. If I mute it here, it's going to mute it on stream. Or I can press and hold this if I'm coughing and it'll mute it for the duration of me holding the button. And it's also got a fun little bleep out button. So that's also kind of fun. All right, so back on track. If we go back to the mic tab, we've got the gate here. What you need to do with this threshold, have it all the way up and start talking. By the way, you need to go to mixer and make sure that you have your mic monitor all the way up so that you can hear exactly what you're saying. And then when you go back to the threshold, take it all the way up, start talking at the quietest sound you make on stream. Again, not the quietest sound you can possibly make, just the quietest sound you usually make. So maybe you whisper on stream, or maybe you're just a soft-spoken person. So what you do is with that all the way up, you're going to start taking it down as you continue to talk at your quietest. And once you're able to hear your voice, stop there and go down by another 2 dB.
Test.
So I'm at negative 40 dB. I could hear myself at negative 38 dB. I took it down to negative 4 because I want to make sure it captures.
Okay. So we'll have the threshold all the way up. And so I can even hear myself at 0. So if I talk, I can hear myself still. Okay, I can hear myself talking quietly. Even when I pull it down, I can hear myself. So I don't really get what his advice was. Because he said to... What? Go back. Let's go back.
Your quietest. And once you're able to hear your voice, stop there and go down to... So what you do on stream, or maybe you're just a soft-spoken person. So what you do is with that all the way up, you're going to start taking it down as you continue to talk at your quietest. And once you're able to hear your voice, stop there and go down by another 2 dB. So I'm at negative 40.
Talk at your quietest. So right now we're whispering into the mic. I still hear myself. What is... Let me pop on these. why on earth do I hear myself louder in the left than the right? Like, significantly so. Oh, I just turned it slightly and it works. Okay. So right now I'm whispering. I can still hear it. There's no difference. I should probably keep my fan off when I stream. But that's not going to happen.
40 dB. I could hear myself
Gosh. That's so loud. I think the headphones are loud right now.
at negative 38 dB. I took it down to negative 4 because I want to make sure it captures my P's, T's, and S sounds. Because if I don't have that just a little low enough,
Oh, well, let me make sure the rest of my settings look like... again. And right there, I heard myself. We'll bring mine down to negative 38. We'll also do negative 40. What he did.
it's not going to pick up the beginning of my P words or T words or S words. So a good thing to test it is Sally picked seashells on the seashore or whatever the saying
Okay,
is.
whatever.
I don't care. Now attenuation and attack and release are pretty fine the way they are at their default.
Okay.
You don't have to mess with that. If you don't want to mess with all these settings, you can close that. Now the equalizer, this is very useful. You can also change it individually. Ultimately, you might want to boost the bass.
Yo, what's going on, Klinos? How's the mic? We're getting it set up right now. It's a bit intense, it feels. We'll turn up the bass, turn down the mid, turn up the treble. Boom. I'm turning this down even lower because I feel like I'm missing out certain parts of my voice there. Okay.
A little bit, which is on the far left side. Reduce the mids a little bit because that's where the muddy sound of the voice is, and boost the highs just a little bit. It adds a nice curve to your audio, makes it...
Okay, so I basically just did the exact thing he did. Using the new one right now? Yeah, this is... Jeez. Alright. Don't move the mic. We got to get the compressor working. That's going to be a big one.
And treated. That way it accentuates the good parts of the voice and takes away the bad parts. Now with the compressor, this compresses your audio. So
Okay,
for example, it takes the high point.
What mic is it? Right now we're using the Rode Pod mic, but I also have the Audio-Technica AT2020. So we could use this as well, if we want. I'm going to try them both. Right now, I'm going to get this set up as good as I can, and if I like, and then we'll set up the other one as good as I can, and we'll just kind of do a sound test.
Your voice, or the loudest point on your microphone, and takes the lowest point of your microphone and squishes it to a much more reasonable volume. That way, your voice doesn't peak, and your voice isn't too low. That way, your stream can't hear you, and they increase the volume. And then when you suddenly get loud again, they got to decrease.
There's a pretty extreme sound when you move your mic arm. Just know that. Yeah, I know. The whole thing sounds staticky right now. I'm feeding in the audio, so I don't plan on moving this much, but
their audio. So with this compressor, it compresses your audio, the highs and the lows, makes them more compact. That way it increases your lows and decreases your highs to keep it at a range. Now that range is between negative 6 dB and negative 10 dB, but you can go up to negative 3 dB, which is okay, but you got to make sure that you're not peaking at that point.
yeah.
So what you need to do is take your threshold all the way up. Now once you start hearing yourself peak, you can hear it in your headphones once you've got this mixer.
Yeah, I know I'm peaking right now, like dog.
All the way up. You can go into the threshold, increase it all the way up, and start taking it down until you start hearing your audio go down. Once you start hearing your voice being affected by this threshold where it becomes quieter, take it down another negative 5 dB.
Okay.
Maybe even 10.
So let's go ahead and start that. Right now, I'm peaking. I really can't tell anything by this threshold, so we're just going to keep going down until I hear it get quieter. Right around there, I think. So 26 minus 5. We'll go like negative. We'll go negative 32 on this. Okay.
Now the ratio is okay, especially in
4 to
my
1 ratio.
situation.
Okay.
You might want to tweak it a little bit if you want to. It's not necessary. 4.1 is a good ratio. You can go a little higher if you want to. That's not a big deal. Attack 2 milliseconds is fine. Release time 140 milliseconds is also fine.
He has it set to 140 instead of 100. I'll go 140 then.
Your audio, once you've adjusted the threshold, you make up the audio, bring it up back to in the yellow. In OBS at least, I've got negative 50.
Okay. So I'm just going to start talking right now, and I'm really quiet, but we'll pull up this makeup gain until we're... That sounds awful. Is that... My headphones could be too hot. But this is me back in the yellow. We'll even bring it up a little bit more. I gotta turn my headphones down. This is way... That's way too loud. Can you even still hear me? I don't know why, but I can barely hear... Because I'm hearing too much of my own... phone, you know. But this is me back at a normal level, so this should be good.
15 to negative 10 dB over here. That works perfectly fine for me. Because you've used the threshold in the compressor.
So Cleanuts, you say this sounds good? This sounds better?
It's taken it down to like 25 dB, negative 25 dB. So the makeup gain breaks it back up to negative 10 dB or negative 6 dB. That's a good range around there. The reason being is because the threshold in the compressor had to take it down and squish
Saying
it.
we can still hear you?
Now with makeup gain, it brings that back up to regular
And we'll also have to do
level.
something with this de-esser.
Alright, and now the de-esser, this is pretty fun. If you have a lot of S's in your voice or your
What on earth does that
vocabulary,
mean?
this can be very nice. If I decrease this completely, you can hear my S's are very sharp. My SH sounds as well. So if I continue to increase this, you can hear that my S's start to get a little smoothened out, and it sounds...
So my S's get smoothed out when I say the word S compared to saying S? I don't even... This makes no sense to me.
Sounds much nicer. Definitely easier on the ears, especially if people have headphones. They're definitely going to appreciate that.
Okay, well, we'll go to 75 on that.
Done.
Why not?
You guys following so far?
Can't even tell the difference.
Because this is a big tutorial. Alright, so now on the mixer. You may notice that you have more than 4 channels here. I got 4 sliders here, but there's actually more in the software. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So for example, my sample volume here, this is these sounds here.
That's it. That's what
I can adjust that audio using this sample key over here, or this slider.
I believe that at 100.
I can adjust the volume of these. Keep in mind that you also got to have a good sample, so record your samples at about -6 to -3 dB. That way when you play the sample,
that's kind of loud.
If you keep it at 85%,
well, okay, you keep it at 85
in my headphones. It also sounds good for the stream. Now system, watch this when I adjust the system. You can see these are motorized. That's awesome. So I can adjust that system.
Honestly, here's what we can do. We can turn mic down to like 85%. Let's turn my headphones back up to like 100. We'll turn it up to like 85. So if we have this down here, why don't we, on the compressor, bring the makeup gain back up a little bit more? So does that sound any better? At like 20 on there? I think it maybe sound a little bit better. I don't know.
System. And if I even drag in here, you can see it does it on the screen there. So you can tell that that's the slider that it's affecting. Line in, this is the line in from your dual PC. Let's say you have alerts on your
I don't have a line
PC.
in, so we'll just turn that to 0.
To hear those
turn
alerts
console to 0 as well.
When you get a notification. So on your
that sounds
line
better.
out, on your headphones jack on your stream PC,
Go on with this then.
Bring it into your Go XLR.
I'm just giving a little test here. The only thing is, I think we got to do something about this. Can you hear that buzz, by the way, Klinos? This has been bothering me the whole time. This is the whole reason I'm doing a tutorial, is because I think I screwed something up to have this buzz sound effect. I haven't heard it in a little while, so I may have fixed something. I don't know. There's a tiny amount of static. Yeah, I know there's some static, but I'm talking about like a distinct buzz. It just happens every couple of seconds. I sound paranoid now. Okay, whatever. Don't hear any buzzing? Alright, I'm the weird one.
The line in on the back of your Go XLR. That's the volume for this. This is only for you.
Okay,
You
I don't have a line
to worry
in.
about your stream hearing this audio because they're going to hear it on the stream PC. Or you can choose to mute it on the PC and make them hear it from the Go XLR. It's totally up to you. Now the console, this is the console adapter into the back of the Go XLR. Let's say you're playing or streaming with an Xbox. That's where that controls.
I don't have a
Games,
console adapter either.
some games allow you to have an individual channel for this, which is not on this because they have to have extra sliders, and they're trying to keep it as budget friendly as possible. So there is an extra slider there for your game. Some games let you use that channel. One quick little side note here, you can obviously see that there are more sliders here in the software than there are on the Go XLR. They're giving you extra channels so that you can route different audio sources to their own channels. For example, when I play PUBG, I mute my system sound so I don't have to hear the airplane when I'm in the airplane ready to jump. And unfortunately, that mutes my TTS commands that I use with Streamlabs chatbot. I have a tutorial on how to set that up with chat and use commands to make sounds on stream. Link is in the top right in the cards.
Oh, that's not good. I need a shock mount. Apparently, listen to this. That's me knocking on the desk. New bookshelf is coming in today? Dude, let's
I can set
go.
that to my Streamlabs chatbot. That way I don't have to mute that if I mute my system sounds. And I can customize the sound volume by itself. Music, obviously that's this. So if I unmute it, you can hear the music and I can increase or decrease it. Chat, this is your Discord. So if you watch the slider over here, it's going to increase and decrease that if I drag it up and down on the slider. I'm going to bring that back down to normal. And microphone, this is the level of my microphone. Now the faders, you can choose which fader does what. So for example, I play with my system sounds relatively often because I play PUBG. I usually want to mute the game whilst I'm in the airplane. So I set that to channel 1. I select channel 1 and in the source I click system because that's the audio for my game and my videos and YouTube and everything that happens on my computer. So my system is that sound and I've set it to channel 1. This is channel 1. This is channel 2, channel 3, and channel 4. So with channel 1, I've set it to system, which is my whole PC, game, all my system sounds, and I can choose what the mute button does. I can choose to mute all. I can choose mute the audio to stream, which the slider doesn't go all the way down. However, if I click and hold, then it mutes everything for me and the stream. Now if I press it once, it unmutes it for the stream and me. If I press it once, mute it only for the stream, I can still hear it. Be careful with that because when you can hear the game audio and this is red and you selected mute to stream, the stream won't be able to hear the gameplay and they're going to say, we can't hear it, we can't hear it. So be careful of that. And then the same thing with channel 2, I've got that as my microphone. I use that pretty often as well. I keep the most used sliders to my left and the less used sliders to my right. So with my channel 2, I've set that source to mic, because this is channel 2 right over here, and I'm going to select it as mute to all. However, if I have it mute to stream, so if I press it once, I'm going to unmute it because I don't want to mute it for you. It'll mute it to stream. If I press and hold it, it'll mute everything, even to my Discord. Because if I only press it once, it'll mute it to my stream, but my team will still be able to hear me. And then when I press it once again, it'll unmute it all, and my chat on stream can hear me, and my team on Discord will also hear me. But I choose to have it on mute to all because I want to have the ability to, when I mute it, Discord won't hear me, and my stream won't hear me, because that's very simple. Channel 3, this is my music. I've just selected channel 3, select the source music, and do mute to all. That's very easy. It'll mute it to the stream, and it'll mute it to my headphones. Channel 4, I've got that on voice chat source, and I'm going to do mute to all. If I press the mute button, it'll mute the audio coming from Discord, whether it's the notifications, whether it's my team chat, whether it's...
Yeah, so I have mine set up just on the default. It was just mic, music, voice chat system. Which I have music set to Chrome because I don't use Spotify, you know. So my hold, I don't even think does anything different, you know. I'll have to set that up, I guess.
the sounds you hear when you do deafen or mute your microphone in Discord, things like that. Now keep in mind, in these sources, there are other options here as well. So let's say you don't want to have a music slider over here, and you only want to use it in over here. Because let's say you want to use your play and pause button on the keys on your keyboard instead, and you want to save the slider for something else. Let's say the alerts from your stream PC, if you have a stream PC. Assuming you have your line coming out of your stream PC into the back of your XLR with a 3.5mm adapter,
I don't.
you can use it actually for one of your channels here. So let's say
And also, I don't have game set up for anything, so I'm just going to turn that down. Line out, I'm not using a line out, so we'll turn that down. System is the actual, like, I don't know what you'd call it, just like everything that is not, it'll basically be the games that I play. Everything that is not Chrome or Discord is on system. So.
Set up music, I want to have it on line in. Now that's going to be the audio for my alerts from my stream PC, because it has my alerts on that stream PC. So now I can choose how much of it I want to hear. Now once you've made all these changes, be sure to save it. It's not saved yet once you've made the changes. See this floppy disk over here? Press it and click OK. It's going to override the
Oh, it's a save button. I do want to overwrite default.
previous one, but you want to do that because you want to save it. We've got lighting on the setup here. See how complicated this is? It's insane. These are pretty self-explanatory. You can choose what happens to the system 1 or channel 1, which is the first one over here that I have. Choose the color, choose the icon.
Yeah, I am going to change the lighting up.
Over here. And you can choose what it looks like when it's
That's not
muted.
the most important thing right now.
Self-explanatory. Now, if I go to the effects here, this is the fun part. What we have here is you can choose from 1 to 6. There's different bays here. In these bays, they have different settings. On number 5, you can choose pitch on echo.
I mean, I might change up the lighting a little bit. So, like, I think, like, mic, we'll probably do red. Or, no, we'll do, well, yeah, we'll do mic. Channel 2 is music. That's YouTube, that's Chrome. We'll do yellow for now. Can I change the icon? What do you got for me? That is not a lot. You can add your own, though. So I'll add my own on that. Voice chat is Discord. You have like a good purple or dark blue? Yeah, we'll do purple for Discord, I guess. And then for a system, which is just Windows, so we'll just leave that how it is. No, we won't do anything right now. Okay, that's good for that. I'm
And
still
there's lots of
hearing this
different things you can
buzz,
choose from
man.
these. Really, it's just a matter of messing around, seeing what they can all do. I'm not going to go through it all because literally the options are endless. You can make them sound like
This so that you can make people scared. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Oh my goodness.
or you can add an echo to your voice. Emphasize something. Yeah. Now when you want to actually activate that bass, let's say you've got all these bass, you want to activate it, press the effects key, and it's working. I can hear it in my headset because I've got my mixer with my headphones in the settings here. I have it at 68%, so I can hear a little bit of it. I can show you how to turn that off though in just a little bit. Alright, and same thing with the effects, you can choose the lighting of each button. That's cool. Sampler, this is a lot of fun. So let's go to one I haven't got. I've got A selected over here in my banks, and there's different buttons you can do here. What I've got is, I've got the top right, I've got a recording. That was this.
That's it. That's what I wanted.
And it's
That's
play,
it.
stop,
That's
play,
it.
stop. Or
That's it. That's what I wanted. Murray has got what I want.
it'll play all the way to the end, and then it'll stop. So what I've got is play dash stop. So I play it, and it'll finish. Or I can play stop, play stop. So that's useful. You can choose play and fade out, play on release, so you can press and hold it and let go, and it'll stop playing. Lots of options there. Now if you want to record something, all you got to do is press and hold one of these, and it'll start recording, and I'll be able to play it back. So now it's loaded because it's gone purple. So if I play it, just press and hold one of these, and it'll start recording, and I'll be able to play back. That's pretty cool. If you want to clear it, press clear, and then select the one I want to clear. Very useful. There's different bass here. So you can essentially have 12 different samples, and in each of those, you can actually have them cycle through different ones. So for example, I play PUBG on the stream at twitch.tv/MurrayFrost, and let's say I get a chicken dinner. And I can play and stop it, or I can choose to fade it out, whatever I want. However, I've got like 5 different tracks loaded onto the single button to save space for the rest of the buttons I want to use them on. So if I press it again, and I can stop it, or it can play through the whole song. If I press it again, it's got a completely different one. GG guys, chicken dinner, 200 kill, 4,000 HP of damage. Good
It's
game.
really
Team,
loud.
You did really well, congratulations. Great chicken dinner guys, well done, super awesome time. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. No, I'm not actually ending it, but really, it's a lot of fun to do all this kind of stuff. And if I can press it again. I'm going to stop because I am probably making myself look like an utter fool. So, a lot of awesome stuff you can do with that. Load different sounds on the same button, make it cycle. You can choose sequential over here, play in order, or you can choose to play random. That's cool. The way you add them is click the samples plus button here, search it, click it, open it, and you can do
Does that thing
sequences
come
and
with the
add more
mic, or is it
buttons around
separate? The mic is
This
separate.
is incredible.
So yeah, I actually bought. That's why I have a second mic. I bought a couple mics on eBay.
Well, this is
and then
this
bought the board.
shines. Okay, it is a little complicated. It looks complicated at first, but once you understand the principle, it's actually very simple. So what we got here, let's start with the microphone. I want my microphone to be heard on stream. I want it to be heard in my Discord chat. Let's say I want it also to be heard on my stream PC.
Okay, yeah, let's do the routing table. So I think I understand this. So headphones right now has everything. And then broadcast streaming, that's what you guys are hearing. Why does it not have chat? It definitely should have Discord chat. Should have music, game. I mean, I don't have console. I'm just gonna turn off console line in. And then yeah, of course it should have system. Why was system turned off? I don't have a line out, so we're just gonna get rid of that. And then samples. My chat mic should just have my mic and my samples. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then the sampler should just have mic. Okay. That looks about correct for what I'm gonna use it for. We'll see what he says.
Here's how you do that. With your headphones, you obviously want to hear your microphone in your headphones. If you don't, uncheck that. And I can't hear my microphone in my headphones right now because I've got it unchecked. If I check it on,
Dude, once I get the mic set up, dude, I do not want to hear my mic in my headset. It is awful. Truly awful. But for now.
I can hear my microphone. Again, remember you can choose to reduce that in the mixer tab in the headphones. I can choose how much of my voice I can hear in my headphones. Some people find it kind of annoying. That's fine, check it off. I'm going to keep it on because when I have sound effects here, I can actually hear it and know what sound is being played. Or the effect at least. Next thing you have is broadcast stream mix, which this gets sent to your stream on Discord. What am I saying? On your stream in OBS or OBS Studio or Streamlabs OBS. Any of your stream software is XSplit even, and not many people use it as far as I know. But yes, you can send that to your stream. Obviously, you want your stream to hear your microphone. Line out, you have a line out from here into your stream PC, assuming you have a dual PC setup. They'll hear your microphone into your stream PC. That way you don't have to use software on your PC here to send it to your stream another way. This is what this board will do. Makes things super easy. Now, chat mic, this is the microphone in Discord. Remember when we set up chat mic in Discord so that they would actually hear us through that channel? That's where you check this. Make sure your microphone's going to your chat, otherwise Discord is not going to hear you. Also, you can set it to the sampler. That way if you click and hold to record something, it's going to record something. When I let go to record something, it's going to record something. So yeah, it's going to be able to record that. If you don't want to be able to record your voice through your sampler, uncheck that box. I don't know why you would though, because let's say you get a commonly asked question on Twitch. Stop asking me that question for the last time. You can grow your Twitch channel on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok even Twitter, and then draw that audience to Twitch. Stop asking me that question for the last time. You can grow your Twitch channel on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok even Twitter, and then draw that audience to Twitch. Right? Now you've got your chat. This is the chat from Discord, or it'll be your team chat, or whatever chat service you use. Most of the time it's going to be Discord. Make sure you have it checked to headphones because you want to make sure you're hearing that in headphones. Broadcast stream mix, which will send it to your stream. You obviously want your stream to hear your teammates, and you can choose line out. If you're using a dual PC setup, it'll send your team chat all the way into your stream PC so that your stream can hear you there. Now do not check chat mic, because if you check this box here, actually you can't even check it, I'm trying to check it right now. You can't. Because if you do, they're going to hear themselves talk back to them. You don't
Oh, that's funny. Okay, that makes sense why you couldn't do that.
want that. And neither do they. They would hate you for it. music, you obviously want to send that to your headphones. You also want to send it to your stream on your single PC setup. If you've got a dual PC setup, do line out, send it out through the 3.5mm adapter into the in port on your stream PC. That way you can hear your music. Again, if you want your chat on Discord to hear it, you can check that on and they can hear your music. Just don't do it too much unless they say they're okay with it, otherwise they'll get really annoyed with it. So we've done 3 so far. Are you noticing a pattern here? I think the rest are pretty self-explanatory. I've taken a screenshot of this. I'm going to briefly go through them so that you understand what they're doing. Game, I want to hear it through my headphones. Also want to hear it through stream chat on my single PC setup. If you have a dual PC stream, make sure you've got line out check so that you can send it through the 3.5mm adapter into your stream PC. Console, same principle. Line in, that's the audio from your stream PC. So let's say you want to hear your audio from your stream PC in your headphones, check that on. Now this broadcast stream mix is quite useful in a lot of ways. If you have a single PC setup, not a dual PC stream, if you have a single PC setup, let's say you have music or sound effects or even a phone call from your phone or another device, you can check this on. You can send the audio from whatever device you want through a 3.5mm jack into the input on the Go XLR, and your stream will be able to hear that as well. That's pretty cool. So if you're having a conversation on the phone, music, sound effects, whatever it is, through the in on the 3.5mm adapter, or headphone jack, whatever you want to call it, you can hear through your headset, hear it to the stream. You can choose to send it to your Discord if you want them to hear the phone call as well. Up to you. Now the system, this is your game, this is YouTube, this is other Twitch channels that you watch, whatever you want, that's going to go to your headphones. Same thing for the broadcast stream mix. If you want your stream to hear you on your single PC setup, if you want your dual PC stream setup to hear you over on the stream PC, you're going to want to check line out so that they can actually hear you there. Obviously you don't want your Discord chat to hear you, but don't check this box. Samples, you obviously want to hear the samples in your head, that's these. So you want to be able to hear them in your headphones. Your stream also needs to be able to hear it on your single PC setup. Again, a dual PC stream, make sure this box is checked on your line out. And if you want Discord or just your team chat to be able to hear these sound effects, you can check that box, but I'm not going to, because they might find it quite annoying. Alright, now the routing's all done, and I can catch a breath. Alright, so now you've set all your routing and the software and hardware side of your Go XLR system. Now you need to make sure that your stream is going to be able to hear you, and that you can hear the alerts from the stream. So, the last step you need to do is go to your settings in your stream software, go to the audio, and specifically in OBS Studio and Streamlabs OBS is going to be very similar. Make sure your mic auxiliary audio is set to broadcast stream mix. You're only going to have one system or one audio source in your stream software because you're controlling all of the settings and fine-tuning everything here with your audio, and then you're going to send one channel to your stream. You only need one audio source. Make sure your desktop audio is set to system, that way you can hear the alerts. That's all good. Once you have that set up, make sure that on your dual PC stream, if you have a dual PC setup, on the stream PC, make sure mic auxiliary audio is set to the in on that stream. I don't have it here because I don't have that plugged in. So it'll be called line in, microphone in, something like that, because it's going in through a 3.5mm adapter. This right over here. This cable
New
right
mic
over here.
gaming.
In the description, you got this cable plugged
Real.
into the back of your Go XLR, put the other one into the in or the microphone on your stream PC. Good. Now that we've got that done. Oh, I think that's it. Hope I didn't forget anything. If I did forget anything, I'll leave stuff in the description. Also, if I forget anything and I didn't notice after I created the video, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Give me your take on how this whole thing works. If you guys are interested, have more questions about this, dual PC setup, single PC setup, or editing, visual effects, motion graphics, filmmaking, anything around those topics, come say hi on Twitch. I'm live right now, and we can have a good conversation, learn more about streaming, growing your brand on Twitch, and just making your stream look good. And we'll get some chicken dinners and have some fun with some gaming as well. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, consider subscribing, stick around for the future. I would really appreciate it. A lot of great videos coming up, and leave a like, it really help the channel out. But until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shooting.
Crazy. All right. I got get notifications when you go live. I'm assuming you mean you did not get a notification. Act like y'all can't hear that little buzz. I hate that so much. Okay. I have everything turned off and I can still hear the buzz. So it's not any of these inputs. Gain sounds a little high. Okay. We can go redo the gain. Yeah, I'm turning that crap off. I cannot stand that. Goodness gracious. Alright. We'll be on these instead. And I don't hear the buzz through this, so. Okay. Let me go through my sound mixer options. That's the other thing. I think OBS, we're gonna have, what's the output? This is gonna have to output to this headset. Also, man, I would love it if I didn't have to use the headphone port on here. Is there a way to use wireless headset with this? Wait. Oh, I closed the Chrome tab. The wrong Chrome tab. How do you... Wireless headphones with Go XLR. Okay. Figure this one out.
Side of things. So to set this up, make sure that your Go XLR is connected to your XLR microphone, and of course that your microphone is properly plugged in. Obviously this video isn't about setting up a microphone, but you want to make sure that that's all set up properly.
Yeah,
Connect via USB back of the Go XLR to the back of your computer. Make sure it's plugged into a USB 3, and make sure it's also not going through a pass-through, like a power pass-through, because you may experience some issues if your Go XLR's on, like, for instance, the front of your PC, or like a extender or a USB like connector. So your Go XLR's full fully set up in terms of its physical self. Now you need to plug the 3.5 headphone jack into the headphone line out. That's indicated in green.
Okay.
It'll be
So I
on
know
the
it.
back
you're
of the
talking
Go
about here.
XLR full size or the front of the Go XLR Mini as shown here. This just means that a signal can be outputted to headphones. Now, if you are using just standard 3.5 headphones, that is all you need, is just to plug it into the front of the headphones. But as we're using wireless, of course, there are no wires. So that wire needs to get connected to the back of the PC. And as seen here on my very dusty back of PC, you plug this into the line in, which is indicated in blue on the back of your computer. Now, you can either plug this in directly, or you can first plug the 3.5 jack into one side of the GLI, and then the other side of the GLI then gets connected to the computer. So it just depends on whether or not you've got that. It's completely optional. Again, it just depends on how much static you're getting, if any. So now the Go XLR is fully set up, and it can communicate a signal into the line in input on the PC. We've done the hardware setup fully here. We now need to just look at the software and make sure that that's fully set up. So to set this up in Windows, we need to right click the speaker icon here and go to sound settings. Set your sound output to output to the system. So that means that the system sounds are being output. Input method needs to be, you can use chat mic as an input method long term, but just to configure this, you want to use the line in input. So select the line in input just to make a configuration here. Then within
make
sound
this larger. Like I can just put this in picture and make it bigger than the window is showing me.
control panel, you should see a number of different options that are new as a result of the Go XLR, like the game, chart, music, sample. And this is the Go XLR working its magic. Whether it's the full size or the mini, it splits up all these lines and allows a lot more degree of control. And by the time this video goes live, there'll more than likely be a number of other videos I'll have for splitting your music off, splitting your Discord off, and splitting your system and game chart and things like that off as well. What we want to do here is go into the recording tab, and we want to go to the line in and right click this and go into properties. And in the listen tab, and this is indicating what we're listening to, we need to click listen to this device on the line in. Now bear in mind, we've connected the Go XLR from a line out through the headphone jack to a line in on the PC, so we're listening to the line in. That's exactly what's happening here. And all you need to do here is select your headset as the listening device. So for me, this is the Corsair. Make sure that this is ticked and click OK. Once you've done that, everything should be fine. You should be able to hear through the headset.
We're gonna do that.
There are a couple of troubleshooting issues. Obviously, you want to make sure that there is a proper connection between your wireless headset and the dongle, the wireless dongle receiver. If the wireless dongle is being received properly, it'll be lit up.
Okay. So right now, I don't like how the mic sounds, I don't think. It's like, how does this sound compared to this? Now we're back on the headset mic. And now we're back on the actual Rode Pod mic. Some of it is I hate hearing my own voice in my head. And so I would love to just, once we get this set up, boom. Oh wait. That's why I gotta run the line. Otherwise we're good. But yeah, so then we have the mixer. Gosh. This is a lot to look at. Also, this should definitely be up, but whatever. Also, it's annoying. There's some things it does here and some things it doesn't, you know? Like, I can knock on the table, it hears that. But then, like, I don't know. Here's me adjusting in my chair there. I don't know if that's something we can fix with the gate. The EQ, the compressor. What if I turn the compressor ratio up to 5.6 and then maybe turned up the gain again back to like 22? Does that sound a little bit better maybe? What is like 8 to 1? That way we have that pretty high. That way when I get really loud, it actually doesn't sound that much louder. I'll leave that at like 5.6. Okay, what if we do the gain again? So okay, that was clearly way too loud. So now it's telling me to do this based on this graph here. And if I do that, then we're looking at about 54, 52 maybe. So if I keep talking and that way we actually see the graph, it's about here. So we'll actually put this down to like 50. Okay. So now we're back in here. Our threshold for our noise gate or equalizer, everything should be set decently well. Thoughts on this setup? Does this sound good? I think this sounds a little bit better. Turn that gain down just a bit. 54 dB gain. Is that like crazy? I feel like this is what I was just going on the graph, you know? And then afterwards, it's all good. I'm using a pod mic. I don't know if that would affect. Mine's like 5 dB. Well, if I turn this down to 5, you can't hear me. You can barely hear me. So we turn off the noise gate. Like, bro. This has got to be at like 50. What mic are you using? That's the other thing. The other thing we can do is try out this other mic. I'm down to try that. Shoot. You can't turn that off? Turn what off? Here, let me... You guys can hear that now. Okay, so on a condenser mic, I would actually have to turn this down a good bit. So maybe it's because you're using a condenser. Okay, yeah, the Rode pod mic's dynamic. So on the condenser mic, we could even have this like, yeah, 5 dB. It's probably good. What on earth is that buzz? So it looks like we're going to be going with the Audio Technica AT2020 because that gets rid of the buzz. We'll go to 5 dB on here. And so then... Okay, actually, let's actually look at the graph. Well, the graph is telling me to turn this up to like 26, 29. But I feel like you can hear me pretty good at 5. Which the mic would be further away. So in a realistic scenario, which I'd have to get a threading adapter. So with this, I basically have to get like right up to the mic. No, we have to turn this up. But like turn it up to 25, which is probably an accurate point to put it at. Sounds okay. You can hear the fan in the back, but that's just something I would have to turn down manually. Even if I have it decently far away from my face, you can hear me. Am I meant to talk in the top of this or the front of this? Can't tell. Definitely not the back. I like how this sounds a little bit better. What do we think? I think this sounds better than the Rode Pod mic. But I think it's mainly because the preamp is giving some weird buzz. This one, yeah? Okay. Okay, we're back on dynamic. Man, what if I just talked into this and we'll turn down the gain a little bit? We'll make it up in a minute. But we'll actually keep this around like 35. Because if I can get this down to 30... If I can keep this down at 35 and we just bring the gain up somewhere else, I'd much prefer that. Okay, mic is up at 100% now. It's a little sensitive. You can hear a little bit, but I think I like how this sounds. Is this good? I know it's not as good as that, but for the purposes of today, using the pod mic, I mean, we got to fix that. We got to work on that. What are our thoughts, chat? I don't like that you can hear me breathing. AT 2020 sounded better to me still. Okay, well we'll work on setting that up. Basically, the mounting on this, I have the adapter. I just have to rip it from the Blue Yeti. This is too thick a thread, and so we're gonna have to. I have it like stuck in good on this Blue Yeti. Did you get 2 mics? I actually got 3. I have 2 of these Rode Pod mics. So I don't. Oh, I have like a player. I have a pair of like these like miniature pliers that would work perfectly for this if I could find where I put them. Where on earth are they? Oh, see them. Okay. So, oh man, I think they're just a little too miniature, you feel? I don't think these are gonna help me out. Nope, they're not. Golly. I need like actual pliers to get this off. Because right now the Rode Pod mic's the only one that by default. This isn't as good as a Yeti when you're not looking directly at the microphone. When I'm not looking, so like you say, I'm looking off to the side. Really, I should be in front of it. I don't know. I can kind of scare myself. I'm also having trouble because I'm realizing this stand is not really meant to have this kind of weight on it. Which it couldn't hold itself up with the Blue Yeti. But the Blue Yeti is such a tall mic that I didn't need it propped up anymore. You know what? I said a mega bass idea. What if I have this on there like perpendicular? It's not getting a grip. It's just not. I also can definitely still hear some static. It also doesn't sound great when I mess with it. Whereas I feel like on the 2020, here I'm gonna. Are we done? That sounds better. So I feel like with this, like, you can hear me like screwing with it, but like holding it handheld isn't even that bad. And if it's pretty far away, it can still hear me decently well. So I feel like that's a definite pro of this. This one's a condenser. Yeah, I like this a lot more. Do I need to get a pop filter? Are the plosives too bad? Yeah, I probably need a pop filter on it. But other than that, I'm not too mad at this. Just wish I had a better way to mount. Because I can't mount it without the thing. Can I just leave it on my desk? And can it still hear me? It can. That's awesome. So, I'm just going to unscrew this. I can hear the buzz in the background again. That's so weird. It's got to be the preamp. Now that I know that it's the preamp, I can look it up. But even then, it's not. Because when I had my mic turned off or whatever, it wasn't doing anything. I could also try the other Rode Pod mic. I have 2. I should probably try it and make sure it works. But yeah, so with this, which I don't even know how I meant to. This makes no sense. This is like on upside down or something. I guess. Yeah. We're gonna have to work on it. You're probably not meant to unscrew something while it's actively on there. What in the world? I unscrewed it. I can't. I want it. I want it basically flipped the other way. Oh, you can unscrew the whole thing? No shot. Might have to unplug this. But like, the way that it's on there is upside down. It's the best way I can put it. I'm gonna mute real quick. I'll unmute on headset mic. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the preamp just basically screaming buzzes into my ear. Okay, can I throw this the other way? Is that a thing I can do? Is it not? That's so unfortunate. There's gotta be a way. There's no... You see how this is? The thread here to mount it is here. Why would you want to mount it upside down? Oh, can I put it back on the mic upside down? Worth a shot. No, not really. You can't do that. That's crazy. There's no way to, like, get this off. You know? How are you meant to mount it? Maybe I need to look up a guide on how to mount an AT2020. And it's going to tell me something that just makes total sense. But as of right now, this makes 0 sense. So, where did I put that little screw? Yeah, it's here. Which, like, you can kind of mount it like this, but... I think I have this on the wrong side. Even this you can barely do because the XLR cable will be in the way. So I don't even get the point of that. I mean, once you get it where you want, you tighten it. What? Okay, the tightening doesn't even do anything. Did I put this in the wrong side again? We're just going to plug back in. Okay. So. Back to headset mic. I got to look this up. AT2020, how to mount. Because as it stands, AT2020, just let me look at a picture of it mounted. Okay, so what's this tripod thing? I didn't get that in the mail. Oh, not that I want to mount it through that. Okay, so this person has it mounted. Yeah, they have it the other way. How do I turn this? What on earth? Oh, wait. Okay, I just found a critical error in my earlier study. There's a piece that totally does come out that I did not think came out. It's literally as simple as I was saying. Can I get like a closer look? I don't know if I'm putting mine back on backwards. No, okay, yeah, I was about to put it back on the wrong way. Okay, there we go. Once that's in there, that'll be solid in... Yep, okay. That makes more sense. Okay, so you can mount it this way. I just need to, I really just need, like, some pliers or whatever to frickin' get this off the Yeti. Because you see this little threading bracket adapter here? That's what I need off. But man, I put it in there pretty dang good all those years ago. I've used and abused this Blue Yeti, clearly. I actually haven't used it in quite a while. But, no. First, Go XLR preamp noise. Throw it in my blue snowball. It's stuck on there real good too. Yeah. Hmm. No, this isn't what I'm talking about. You guys heard what I was talking about earlier, right? I'm talking about this mic setup. Yeah, I have no idea what that's all about. I don't know. I mean, it basically makes using the dynamic unusable. Which, okay, let me unplug it. Take out the Rode Pod mic. Plug this guy in. How does it go? Okay. Then dynamic. And so I gotta practically turn it up to 56 to here. Like, what is that little noise? Anyways. I'm gonna ask in the subreddit about it. If there is even a solid subreddit. I don't know if there is. But yeah, this video is not very helpful because this is just talking about like the actual just noise, you know? Um I'm not logging in. Oh my gosh. Which would be more helpful. My knowledge of audio isn't great. Mine isn't either. That's the thing. Um, yeah, I don't know either. I don't think it's any of these. It shouldn't be anything there. Because that's the other thing. But it's so weird. Because I can still hear it in. I could still hear it earlier. Okay. There's not a mic plugged in. There's not a mic plugged in. So that Okay, that shows that it's the preamp or something like that. What about this? What if I unplug the mic cable from the back? Okay, so maybe it's the cable. I mean, there is something still going on, but it's not as loud. Let me plug the mic back in. Or plug the cable back in, not actually plug the mic back in. Okay. A strange phenomenon, if I keep the device held up, it doesn't make the buzz. Now when it's back down, it does. Okay, it very well could be the XLR cable. Very well could be that. Ugh. I don't know if I should try to buy another thread for this, or if I should really try to get this out, because I really want this little adapter here. I've been hearing this the whole time. It was just quieter, and you guys couldn't hear it probably because of stream compression. But yeah, I think we are going to go with the AT2020. I like the sound of that better. But now I just got these Rode Pod mics I'll probably try to sell on like Facebook Marketplace or something. Where in the world? How do I keep losing these little tweezers? Oh, they're on the bed. Okay. I've got a toolbox over here. I wonder if anything in the toolbox is going to be helpful for this. I got this box of tools for Christmas like a while ago. And I have not used it. Not a once have I used this. It was like the Christmas I turned 18, and I was like, man, Christmas is over, huh? Oh, crap, there's actually straight up wrenches. Oh, let's go. Okay, I don't think any of them are big enough. I don't think any of them are big enough. No, they're not. Okay, that's awesome. But I have these like ratcheting things, and if I can find one that's just big enough to go over the thing, can maybe do something with that. Which is basically going to be having to force this one on somehow. And then what is this? I guess this goes with this one. Dude, I don't know how tools work, man. There we go. Can you not return the pod mic? I bought them on eBay. I don't want to, like... It's not like they don't work. Gosh, that is not going to go on, because that's a hex thing. Man, that's unfortunate. I just have no way of getting this out. Oh my gosh. Does it not have notches on the inside that let you put a coin or big... Oh, that's exactly what it has. That's what that's for. I'm just an idiot who has never taken who's never done this. Yeah, you're right, man. All right. I guess we got to waste a quarter, but I'm not too mad at that, you know? Yeah, that's exactly what this is for, isn't it? Oh my, it immediately gives. It immediately gives. Oh my gosh, George. George, you're so smart. Oh, you got to put like a lot of pressure in it, but yep. It's coming out now. There we go. Oh my gosh. Looks like I obliterated the bottom. That's okay though. Still has plenty of thread that we can get it onto here. I think this is the same thread size. Yeah, it is. Just gotta hold this stable. I probably used a coin to tighten it, honestly, like I'm doing right here. I don't want to tighten it too much. But now that I know the coin is there, I just hope I won't forget next time. And then from here, we bring this down. I hate the way that this looks, but ugh. We'll get this tightened on here. And then I'm presuming I'm supposed to talk into the front of this mic. Okay. Let's grab our cable here. Okay. Tighten that up just a little bit. Okay. What did I say I had to say this at? This is like 25, I think. We'll do 35, 33. Okay. So now you can hear the buzz. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I had my noise gate turned off. That fixes that completely. I mean, it's annoying that it exists, but I'm not going to be the normal villain in Tenjo. That's right. I'm going to crease your J's. No, it's the spot. Oh, it's all over. Okay. Oh, why is the mic like straight up peaking a little bit? We can turn this down a little bit. Like 25? How's that? This is a little bit quieter, but still a little bit loud. So we'll turn it down to 20. Why not? Get that going. All right, here we are. What are our thoughts? It sounds good to me. I'm going to have to do the line in thing. I have to run more cables. Oh my gosh. Sounds great. Gain is right. Oh, let's go. And then I have my equalizer set to boost the bass a little bit, get the treble up a little bit, and reduce the mids. And this is just no EQ. We can boost the bass, get that down, boost the highs. That's just the graph that I've seen and what I've seen other people. If anything, I might. You hear me germexing? Ugh, I don't like that. Put this down to like 80. Okay. And then I'm gonna do that. Maybe get that. That'll be kind of what we go with for EQ. And my compressor set what I think is right. I mean, you guys can take a look. I don't know if you guys know audio. I don't. I need to set up these two things on my Stream Deck. We'll get that at some point. But yeah, I think that's all I have to do. Something isn't right though? Oh, how do you mean? Let me know. Man, there's something on this noise gate. What does attack and release mean? Can I turn attack anything down below 10? I can't. So I wait. Yeah, I don't like that. Think your noise gate? I think so too. Let's get the release. It like, was it 200? Let's do 450. Yeah, I don't like the noise gate. Do I turn it down a little bit more? Oh, probably so, because I turned the mic down. So, connect to Stream Deck. Connected to Stream. Okay. Yeah, you hear that? All right, we're gonna do it like this. Do that, but minus another 2. Okay. So yeah, it was just too high. So now my noise gate is set correctly. Or correctly enough. I'm going to do this at like 60 though. Because I had already set that earlier, and it just wasn't set to what it really needs to be. And the other thing, I have effects. Effects. Oh, I have to actually turn them on. FX. Effects. Yeah, look at that. Turn that down. What if it was just up a little bit? We could also have some reverb. Okay. Hello? Is anyone here? Okay, I like that. You could also do pitch.
I don't know if it's just like take piss out.
With the gender. Is this female? Okay. What about male? Make me a man. That's just pitch, but slightly worse. What about robot? Okay, that's lame. Megaphone? Oh, this one's good. Okay. Hello there, passengers. We are 10,000 feet above the water. Okay, you get the idea with that. Is there a funny mic setting? I'm gonna make a funny mic setting, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it. There's got to be a way to do it. Like on profile 6. Whoa. Oh, these already set?
Okay, what's your system?
But really, here's the thing with funny mic. It's literally just turn up the gain. It's literally just clip on purpose. So I don't know if that's something that it probably will be like a separate profile we make here. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off effects. And then we can also have we have a sound pad, right? This is a sound pad. This is a sound pad. This is a sound pad. So we could do some fun stuff with that. I'm not really sure what the plan is right now yet, but then we also have lighting. So we can change the mixer. This sounded really crispy though. Well, good. And really, the last thing I want to do is get it to where the wireless headphones can get rid of the mic. Because right now, I'm actually just hearing the broadcast stream mix. But if I need a line out from the box into line in on the computer, and then have the line in go to the headset. So oh yeah, I guess my line out should probably include all the things that I need. And then there's nothing on headphones, and then the other thing that I didn't realize I should probably worry about is if everything's going through here, I need my Nintendo Switch audio to go through here. So I'm probably gonna have to figure that one out. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Honestly, I don't ever... I don't know. I might have it set to like what it already does. It's like when Nintendo Switch is on, it'll feed into the headset and go to the stream, but I don't actually need it to touch this board. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We start with Doctor Strange and that little nerd from Earth 1999. Dude, I'm a big Spider-Man guy. I'm glad we got some Spider fans in the chat. Is there an HDMI input or something? No, there's not. So on here, what I would have to do for that, there's a line in, like 3.5 jack, and then I would take the headphone slot out of the Switch and plug it into here. If I were to route it through here. That'd be a really annoying process, though. Oh, did you guys see that Spider-Verse was delayed, finally? It's delayed in perpetuity. Spider-Verse... delayed. I think that was real. Yeah, it was. I saw it coming from a mile away. There was no shot it was going to come out in March. Like, you know. This is a slight amount of fuzz when you talk. I can literally fix that right now. It's this fan. So, now there shouldn't be any fuzz. This is probably what I'm going to have to do anyways when I stream. It just gets so freaking hot in this room. So, we'll figure it out. But yeah, the other thing I'm worried about is whether this mic is going to be able to accurately pick up multiple people. Because last stream, I used the shotgun mic, and in theory, the shotgun mic should have worked and just done it. But it did not do that. So, I mean, it did work. But, Bookshelf just got here, big dub. Let's go. I literally, I want to kill somebody. I cannot stand the fact that I hear everything in my headset right now. It's making me mad. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, we can go look at the French fry tier list to see how audio did on that. Did I skip it already? I definitely did. Here we go. They have to do something about this box design. You've got holes in the top, but it's not nearly enough. See, I'm not mad at that. Like, I hear myself fine, and then you hear the Coke can open at the exact same volume. Okay. Yeah. So I guess we'll dive in with.
If you put more, would
one of the most glorious things I've ever seen. That is an awesome box of fries. I want to say, like, in terms of volume, I think Popeyes has the most fries out of any of
we
the.
got 2 combos with an upgrade to a large fry for $20. The presentation is good.
Local chain. It's between local chain and.
Yes, but between these national chains.
I will say, for local chain, I specifically had to ask for just a box full of fries.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that sounds fun. Dude, the other thing that's bothering me is that, like, I can deal with, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna take off the headphones. I can deal with, like, a little bit of my mic in my headset, but it is at full volume because it has to be full volume at the stream. And I'll try and clean up that audio for you in the video. It really doesn't sound as bad as I was thinking.
Oh,
But like that, it
already higher.
You know, it's not as good as I wanted it to be. Which it's anytime I look up like how do I record audio for multiple people in a room, it's like lav everybody up. I can't afford that. So yeah, I'm disappointed in the pod mic. I thought it would be better. Actually, let me try it now that let's try the pod mic now that we've turned off the fan. So last I checked, we were good around 55. This is 47. It's already pretty loud. So let me just turn it down. I'm just going to ignore this thing. And we'll put this around 32. So now it'll be a little bit quiet. But honestly, this sounds pretty good. Sorry if I offended anyone in the chat. You're good, Miguel O'Hara. I mean, the joke is that it is supposed to be racist. So I don't know. Like, whether it offends someone or not in the local room is not what matters. It's like intentionally supposed to make people upset. So I probably wouldn't make those jokes. Even though the joke is he's the black Spider-Man because he has the black suit. But, you know. The other thing that really bothers me is because we're going through this. I mean, like, the mic goes to the board, which goes to the computer, which goes to OBS, which then goes to my headset. And it's delayed. Just slightly, but enough to, like, just bother the living tar out of me. So, thoughts on this mic, though? Pod mic? I didn't make the joke, a different video did. You typed out the joke. I mean, you made the joke. Like, you didn't come up with the joke, but, like, you made it. I've heard the joke before. Anyways, I'm gonna switch back since the other one's mounted. We're back on this. So yeah, biggest thing to like keep in mind, this graph means nothing. Don't ever use the graph. Just bring it into OBS, and then once you have something that works in OBS, you're good to go. Okay. We're good. In fact, we could probably make, let's make, okay, this profile, I thought it would just let me name it. We'll name this as AT 2020. Okay. And then let's make a new one. Okay. On Rode Pod, we're going to set up the Rode Pod mic. So this is basically what this should set up. This is basically what this should sound like set up. How's that? I really don't feel like messing anything else. I mean, they're pretty good settings-wise. So, we'll just have that saved. And then we're going to go back to AT 2020. Okay. Should be good to go. Yep. Maybe up early tomorrow. Night. All right. See you later. I also have to go pretty soon, but I thought we would set up this. So. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to audio settings. So what I want is OBS default out to go to this. So then we can, which really we can, let me move some things around. On audio, I want this to be broadcast stream mix, this to be headset mic. Apply. Okay. So now, oh, I gotta fix some things. Okay, so now I can hear both. There's a bad echo, isn't there? So we'll just kill that. So, oh wait, now there's not the delay that there was in the other one. Test. What on earth? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Why is... Okay, so I originally had this one set... I had mic 2 set as the Go XLR, and I was just saying about how it was bothering me a little bit. And now, like, there's nothing, you know? And I can't, for the life of me, find where I would have had a delay. Like, there's a sync offset in your advanced audio properties, and it's not set to anything. It just so happened, for whatever reason, that use device timestamps. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. So if I turn both on now, nope. The headset mic is still lagging behind. But just because it's in audio 2, not for any other reason. that I can find, at least. Huh. Neat. Well, that's that. So we have this, and I'm not even mad about hearing myself anymore. And, so don't move that. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, this is also a lighter mic, so I can do that, and the thing stays there. So, okay, that's good to know. Glad we went with this one. As for these Rode Pod mics, like I said, I'll probably clean them up a little bit, put them on Marketplace. I only paid $75 each for these, so I feel like I could sell them for at least that much. Maybe even 80. We'll see. I could also contact the seller and just give them back, but I'm not going to do that. So, yes, this has been a productive stream experience. Almost 2-hour stream just to set up my mic. But it needed to happen, so can't be too mad at that. Yeah, why? Maybe there's something I'm missing, but for whatever reason, like if I do this now, oh, that's annoying. Look at that. It's the same device twice, but one of them is just offset. There's no reason for that. Huh. I mean, you hear that? It's just everything happens twice. Okay. That's even worse. Okay. A little bit better. Let's do. Is that 330? Test. Okay. It looks the same in here, but the monitor's off. If I go in stream, is there not this delay? This is what my headset is. That's so weird. I don't know what to do about that, honestly. But for now, this will be the mic setup, so not too mad at that. Okay, well, that'll work. Oh my gosh, why? Man, that's so unfortunate. Leave that there. Well, I think that's all that we have for this stream. I'm gonna go. That's all I have to say. Oh, I wonder. Does this go to chat? Where? No. Okay, so that does go to system. Okay, that's neat. So Discord does send out separately. Okay, good to know. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more, but looks like we've made a good decision. There is one more thing I want to test. So if I walk to the back of the room, can you still hear me? If I talk? Yeah, you can still hear me decently well. That's part of the compression. So the only thing, I'll probably have to turn the noise gate off. So if I go into noise gate and then turn that to 0. So now you can hear like the air conditioning a little bit, but you can still hear me from all the way back here. And as you may know, there's gonna be, we're gonna have one of those streams with more or multiple people. Feel me? So, but then I can just turn this up to like 50, 60. We'll put it at 80, and then it's all good for when I'm just right here. So, till next time, bye.